Okay, in this module, I thought it'd be really interesting for you to see how we can use Serum to design a few sounds, which I won't go into quite so much detail on, but we'll keep them as simple as possible and basically use them for the main sounds in this little break I've got, which is some intro drums. And then a little drop section in the middle here. Sorry, a little breakdown section in the middle here. And then a drop where we can have a kind of bass coming in properly. So I'm thinking it's going to be a sort of possibly fairly minimal but quite neuro bassy sound that we want coming in here. And I'm going to possibly offset that with the acid bass that we made, which I'll sequence into the sort of second 2 bars of each 4-bar chunk here. For the intro, we're going to have quite a sort of big sounding, quite clean lead, but one that we can automate to have rising filters across this section. So it kind of develops across the whole intro. And then maybe we'll do 1 or 2 FX sounds for the breakdown, like an impact and a riser to lead into the drop here. So let's put together our intro lead. To kick this one off, a bit like with the pad, I'm going to use envelope 2 to modulate the wavetable position dial, just with a very quick and short decay. Make it a bit more linear though. And now select one of our wavetables. Just play a single note. Actually, I'll make it an even more exponential slope there, so it's quite rapid. And I'm also going to add some sync to this and use envelope 2 to modulate that too. Yeah, that's kind of the effect I was going for. I quite like this saw one, but I might just try out a different one. Also quite nice. Let's go back to the saw one for a minute. Yeah, I think I prefer that evolution one. Nice. Now let's go straight to the filter section and let's use envelope 2 once again to modulate the cutoff. Only in one direction though, so it's not going both ways from the dial's set position, but just only upwards. That way the envelope's going to just bring it down to this cutoff. Maybe not quite so much though. Okay, that's sounding good. Very clean at the moment, but that's kind of the idea with this sound at the minute. If we add some unison voices, it will get a lot fatter anyway. Eight ought to do it. The idea with this sound is that it's all about this filter modulation here, which can start off very tight like that. And then over the intro section, it can build up, modulation can get more, the cutoff can go up as well. so that by the time it gets to the breakdown, it's much fatter sounding. And we also want, of course, some reverb. So yeah, that's essentially our intro sound. Now, last thing I'm going to do to it though is just go to our global settings and use one of these stack modes here. I think probably that 2-octave one. Why not add a little bit of variation to the warp amount and the wavetable position of our unison voices as well? Yeah, I think that's sounding really good. Final thing I'll do though at this point is just actually bring this compressor in, but just bring it in as more of just a limiter on the end there. Just because I'm noticing sometimes the notes are getting a little bit close to the red there. Seem to be a little bit strong over on the left side as well. Haven't got any panning set. And our filter. If I maybe just adjust the panning of the filter a little bit. Maybe it sounds a little bit better just over to one side slightly. It tends to even it up a little bit more. Only other thing I'm hearing is just a little bit too much low frequency going on in the reverb. So I'm just going to use the low cut just to roll that off. Cool. Okay, we'll leave that there and move over to the arranger and sequence this into our arrangement.